Hello there, welcome to today's video. My name is Tracy. I am so glad you are here today. So in today's video, I am going to update you on my process of thrifting my way to the Holy Land. Many of you know I am going to the Holy Land in February, and I thought it would be fun to see if I could flip enough products that I have thrifted to pay for my trip. So this, I think, is the fourth week. This would be finishing out my first month of doing this. So this is my week number 4 update. So let me go ahead and share with you what sold this week. So first up, we have an item that I've had quite a while. This is a vintage Treasure Craft USA Matador statue. I picked this up at a local thrift store. I think I have $2 in this. It flipped for $14, so not a huge profit. I picked this up because it looked unique. This is probably not anything I will pick up again, but I was glad to go ahead and move it out of my inventory. And these first items are all things that sold on eBay. Next up, I sold this vintage Egyptian intricate mother of pearl inlaid box. This sold for $15.29. Again, I have about $2 in this, not a huge profit, but I have been sitting on this for a while. This is probably, again, one of those hard goods that I won't be picking up anymore. All right. Another $15 sale. I sold these vintage resin gilded candle holders, a set of 2. I have a lot of candle holders that I have been sitting on for a while, so I did lower the price on these to move these. For those of you who thrift, do you guys have much luck selling candle holders? Is this a big flip for you, or is this just something that you're just trying to sell and resell more as a bread and butter items? Share with me in the chat if this is something you sell and what kind of luck that you have with it. All right, up next, this vintage dresser vanity or wall hanging mirror, silver toned, sold for $18.99. I have about $2 in this, so a decent flip. I've probably had this item for 8 or 9 months, so it definitely was not a quick sale, but it was a sale and I will take it. Up next, I sold this Ralph Lauren Sport medium black V-neck 3/4 sleeve shirt. You'll remember this is one of those great finds that I got at that yard sale where I got all those great clothes for $1. So I only have $1 in this, and this sold for $25.96. And I've only had it listed like 2 weeks. So great flip, great turnaround time. Up next, we have a Liz and Me women's artsy paisley tunic top, size 2X. This sold for $15.29. I think I have $2 in this, so decent flip, and it flipped relatively quickly. Up next, for those of you who have been thrifting with me on my travel journeys, I picked this up in Texas. This was a Texas Tech Red Raiders necktie. It sold for $19.99. $19.99. And I think I have had this maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So it shipped really quickly, or it flipped really quickly as well. And last thing on eBay this week, this vintage Oneida USA silver plated round serving tray sold for $15. So that's all the eBay sales. So let's click on over to Poshmark. So for Poshmark sales, here's a quick rundown. This 100% vintage silk scarf sold for $18. Very pleased with this flip. Most of the time, I only pay $1 for scarves just about anywhere that I pick them up. I've had this maybe 3 or 4 months, but good flip. Very pleased with this. Up next, we have a new with tags, Talbot's women's navy blue whale straight leg pants. These sold for $22. Again, very pleased with the flip profit for these. Next, I have this animal themed woven wall tapestry, or it could be used as a blanket. This would be great for a nursery. It had Noah's Ark on it. Sold this for $21. I have had this for a while, but I was really pleased to see it go to a good home. Again, it sold for $21. And last, another one of those flips from that great yard sale where I got those items for $1. These Lauren jeans, Ralph Lauren plaid pants, sold for $37. And again, I only had $1 in those, so very happy about that. Okay, it's time to take a look at our grand total. So for this 4th week, I had a total of $237.52 sold. My cost of goods was $30, leaving me with a profit of $207.52. My total toward my Holy Land trip is now at $853.23. So super pleased with that. That's about a month into doing this. So we're getting close to that $1,000 mark where I'll have about a fourth of the trip paid for. So very, very pleased with that. Something that I wanted to share with you before we finish today is something that Chris got me for Christmas last year and this year. And honestly, it has been the best gift. And you've seen this on some of my other videos, but it is from this company called Artsa. Let me show you the front of the box here. Artsa, I know it's probably backwards, but these are boxes that actually come from the Holy Land. And they started putting these boxes together after October 7th because tourism really went down in that area after the attacks of October 7th. This was a way that the artists there and the merchants could continue to make money even though people weren't able to visit the Holy Land as much as they were previous to October 7th. So the way this works is Chris gets me this subscription box. I get 4 of these a year, and they are the best boxes. They come directly from the Holy Land, and they have a different theme with each box. So my theme for this box, which just came today, I was so excited to get it, was the Jesus Trail, exploring the Jesus Trail. And I just thought that was super cool because that kind of ties in directly with my trip to the Holy Land. So each box, you get a little booklet here that tells you about the items in your box, the artists who make the different things. I love these. Now, usually you get some sort of food item. Chris was super happy about this. This is actually it's called Heavenly Pop, and it's made in Israel, but the flavors I thought were appropriate for fall. Caramel Dream with a touch of cinnamon. So very excited to try this. Another food item that came was they sent coffee. So this is called Holy Brew, and it is coffee. And it's really cool because each little thing tells a story. So I'm excited to keep y'all posted on how these different things are when I try them. Most boxes come with some sort of like a soap or a lotion, and I smelled this immediately when I opened the box, and it smells so good. This is a lavender and spring florals bar of soap, and all this stuff has been so good. I'm actually still using, I got a bottle of like body wash that came with the last box, and I've actually been using that as like my facial cleanser, and they use natural ingredients, and it just smells so good. Then you usually get something that is like handmade. So first thing that I got was this cute, let me show you, it's in this little bag here, this cute little chalice. It's like a little wine chalice, and I just thought that was so cute. I've got to read in my book about who made that. And then I got this olive dish. It says it is a table set for sharing, and you can see, isn't that beautiful? It's a hand crafted and painted, and you can see it's got little olives on it. So very happy with that. One other thing I got was this little thing, and I thought this was really neat because I'm going to the Holy Land. It looks like it's a map. So I was going to open this together with you. We'll see what it looks like unfolded. So you pull it out here, and we'll see what it actually looks like when it's opened up. Oh, this is neat. It's like a game. It says Uncover the Holy Land, and you can play this with your family, and it has that's why I got these little tokens in here. It has these little, I guess like a little game board, and then in the box, here's a couple of I saw these in the box and I didn't know what they were for. That's what they're for. These are like little tokens that you use. And what's really cool is most of the stuff that comes, it will have things written in English, and then it will also have everything written in Hebrew. So I just think that's neat too. So just wanted to share that with you in case maybe you've always wanted to go to the Holy Land, or you know later on you're going to go to the Holy Land, and you would just like to kind of experience a little bit of the Holy Land here. They don't sponsor my videos or anything. I just like to support them and just like to share what they do and their cause. So I will share the information about where you can learn about the arts of boxes on my description. So anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. I will see you next time.